She thought she was just helping an old lady cross the street. But what she didn't know was that this woman was hiding a secret, one that would change her life forever. Subscribe to Minutes of Moral for more real-life stories that prove kindness never goes unnoticed. Like, comment, and share to inspire others. Rachel was in a rush that morning, late for work, coffee in one hand, her bag slipping off her shoulder, papers flapping in the wind. The city was alive, horns honking, people shouting into phones, buses rolling past. It was chaos. As she approached the crosswalk at 7th and Main, she spotted an elderly woman standing at the curb, hesitant to step forward. The woman held a cane in one hand, her posture fragile, her other hand nervously clutched a small handbag. The pedestrian light flashed. People moved around the old woman like she was invisible, but Rachel stopped. Something about her made her pause. Maybe it was the way her eyes searched the crowd, or how out of place she looked amid the rushing city. Rachel smiled gently. "Would you like some help, ma'am?" The old woman looked up, startled at first, then her face softened. "Thank you, dear," she whispered. Rachel offered her arm, and together, slowly, they crossed the busy intersection. Cars waited. The world slowed down, if only for a moment. It was a small act, a blink in time. Once they reached the other side, Rachel gave a quick nod and was about to dash off when the woman gently took her hand. "I want to give you something," she said, slipping a small cream-colored card into Rachel's palm. Rachel looked down at it. There was no name, just a handwritten address, Uptown, a place Rachel only ever saw in real estate ads or movie scenes, the wealthiest district in the city. The old woman leaned in. "Come visit me tomorrow, same time." Before Rachel could ask why, the woman had already turned and slowly disappeared into the crowd. Rachel debated whether to go. The next day, curiosity got the better of her. She took the afternoon off and made her way to the address. The building was massive. Marble steps, gold handles, a concierge in a navy suit standing by the door. She felt immediately out of place in her office flats and faded work bag. But before she could even speak, the doorman nodded. You must be the young woman Miss Evelyn spoke of," he said, smiling warmly. Rachel's heart jumped. The elevator ride felt endless. At the top floor, a housekeeper opened the door to a sunlit penthouse. The view overlooked the skyline, glittering towers, the river winding through the city, the sound of soft classical music in the background. There, sitting upright on a velvet couch, was the same woman, but transformed. No longer frail, no longer uncertain. She wore a tailored suit, pearls, and confidence. "Miss Evelyn," the housekeeper said gently. The woman turned with a proud smile. "Rachel," she said, "thank you for coming." They talked for hours. Miss Evelyn had once been a philanthropist, investor, and founder of multiple women-led initiatives in the city. She had no children, no living relatives, but a deep longing to leave something behind that mattered. "I was starting to wonder," Evelyn said softly, "if kindness still existed in this world. That day on the street, I dressed as plainly as I could. I wanted to see who would stop, who would even care." Her eyes welled slightly. "And you didn't hesitate." Rachel smiled awkwardly. "I just did what anyone would do." "No," Evelyn said firmly. "Most people walked right past me. You didn't." Then she opened a small drawer and pulled out an envelope. She handed it to Rachel. With trembling fingers, Rachel opened it. Inside was a full scholarship letter, a full ride, tuition, books, housing for graduate school. Her dream, the one she had shelved long ago because of bills, because of rent, because life. Rachel was stunned. "I found your application," Evelyn said, smiling. "One of the universities you applied to? I'm a trustee." Rachel looked up, eyes wide. "I wanted to see what kind of person you were beyond the papers." She paused. "Now I know." The next few weeks flew by. Rachel was accepted. She enrolled. And every time she sat in a lecture hall, she remembered the day she stopped to help someone, not for recognition, not for reward, but simply because it was the right thing to do. And that one moment, that 2-minute pause in her busy morning, changed the entire trajectory of her life. Life lesson? Never underestimate a small act of goodness. You never know who's watching or what doors it might open. Rachel didn't do it for anything in return, but she received everything she'd hoped for, and more, because kindness is never wasted. What's the kindest thing you've ever done for a stranger? We'd love to hear your story in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to Minutes of Moral, because every small moment carry